Committing to a graduate-level degree in plant sciences means trading 4 to 8 years of your life and potentially a six-figure tuition bill. The catch is, a general botany degree doesn't exist in the professional world. The field actually fractures into dozens of highly specific microcareers. To make this investment pay off, you must decide which of 3 diverging tracks to commit to. We map these modern paths by looking at the pioneers of Indian botanical science, using their historical legacies as avatars for your choices. We will evaluate each track by weighing the daily reality, the physical effort and working environments, against the final career outcomes, balancing commercial viability against academic legacy. Selecting the right avatar is a tactical move to protect your financial investment and dictate what your daily life will look like for the next decade. Track 1 belongs to the applied problem solvers. If you look at the careers of plant breeders like BP, Tal, or pathologists like B.B. Mundker and Casey Mehta, you see a clear pattern. This track demands a heavy focus on genetics and microbiology, but the daily reality is grueling. You have to endure high failure rates during endless outdoor crop trials. Take a look at this historical record of physical crop harvesting. It proves that the bulk of applied pathology and breeding doesn't happen under a microscope. It happens out in the dirt. The upside is massive. The work here offers direct solutions to global food crises, driving incredibly high demand for your skills in the private agritech sector. The trade-off is that you will likely be tethered to corporate funding or government agricultural boards. There is very little room left for curiosity-driven, independent research. If we map this out, the applied problem solvers sit firmly in the upper right quadrant, highly commercial and heavily field-based. You are trading academic freedom for private sector stability and tangible agricultural results. Our second track is for the cellular and physiological innovators. This path maps to scientists like J.J. Chenoy, A.K. Sharma, and the renowned J.C. Bose. The historical prestige of this archetype is anchored by Jagadish Chandra Bose and his foundational work proving that plants respond to external stimuli. Look closely at Bose, surrounded by these custom-built mechanical instruments. This track requires long, isolated hours in controlled indoor environments. You will be entirely dependent on complex technological infrastructure. Here is a microscopic stem cross-section illustrating the daily scale of this work. Your entire professional view is restricted to internal cellular mechanisms and cytology. If you succeed, you get to uncover the foundational biological rules of plant life, decoding processes like cellular division and nervous responses. But that high-tech dependency comes at a cost. The barrier to entry for expensive lab equipment is immense, forcing you into a relentless cycle of highly competitive grant writing. On our matrix, the cellular innovators drop into the bottom left. The work is strictly laboratory-based with a heavy academic focus. You get the thrill of pure scientific discovery, but only if you have the stamina to survive constant funding battles. The final track belongs to the systematists and historians. This is the domain of Birbal Sahni in paleobotany, H. Santapau in taxonomy, and M.O.P. Iyengar in algology. Choosing this path means accepting tedious cataloging, physically demanding fieldwork in remote locations, and spending your days analyzing deep historical records. This physical impression of a fossilized leaf embedded in rock shows the static, archaeological nature of paleobotany. Contrast that macrofossil with this microscopic view of algae. The sheer, chaotic variety of shapes here illustrates the complex, often overwhelming cataloging burden a systematist carries. The outcome here is critical. These scientists build the foundational library of Earth's history and evolutionary biology. But here's the stark reality. This track offers almost zero immediate commercial return. Private sector jobs are nearly non-existent, restricting your career strictly to academia, universities, and museums. On the other hand, you are guaranteed a permanent legacy in the scientific record, provided you are willing to sacrifice premium private sector salaries. There is no objectively superior subfield in botany. There is only the specialization that aligns exactly with your personal risk tolerance and how you actually want to spend your Tuesday mornings. To match your goal to a historical track, let's look at this final scorecard. If you are pragmatic and want high job security in agritech, your avatars are Pal and Muncor in breeding and pathology. If you are tech-oriented and obsessed with lab discovery, you mop to Bose and Sharma in physiology or cytology. And if you are an academic purist driven by evolutionary legacy, you follow Sani and Santapau into taxonomy and paleobotany. The work of these Indian pioneers serves as a literal let-up for the long-term investments you're about to make. Use these pioneers as a proof of concept for your own future. Choose your door and your path with your eyes wide open.